better than nothing. So yeah, continuation of the morning routine. And before I go a little bit further, if this stream does work, hopefully it's not too much noise. The morning routine is basically about getting out of bed as soon as you wake up, or as soon as you can. You know, taking a shower, putting on clean clothes, and leaving out for the day. You know, leaving your house, going to work, or meeting with friends, or you know, going to the gym, or going for a walk. Basically moving forward. And as I said on the last couple of live streams, it depends on where you're at mentally and emotionally. This is really challenging at the start, especially if you're not a morning person and you're suffering with anxiety throughout the whole day or certain parts of the day, or depression. Well, like I said, even for people that don't have anxiety or depression, getting up every morning is a great skill to have. You know, you build a lot of discipline, and there's quite a few there's a lot of positive things that happen. One of the things that comes to mind is, I know a lot of people are not that social in the morning. I never used to be either. Some people are, some people are not. I had a friend, when I was at his place, as soon as I'd wake up in the morning, he could have a full-blown conversation, and I couldn't do that. It would take me about, you know, at least 2 hours to fully wake up and get in a social mood. But after quite a few years of changing certain patterns and habits, I got much better at being social, hence why I can do live streams. You know, I can talk to my brother or mum in the morning if I'm at home. You know, if I'm dating a girlfriend or whoever, I can speak in the morning, or I can go to the coffee shop, get a coffee, talk to the person in the coffee shop, ask them how their day is. So these skills are really, really valuable, and you start to realize that all these little simple habits that sometimes we take for granted, they affect you in your life. You know, they affect your happiness and your confidence, and they kind of shape how the day goes. So the discipline of being able to get up in the morning, get out of bed even when you don't feel like it, get up early, you know, make a coffee, communicate with people. Already that, just doing that could change your life, and especially improve your anxiety and your confidence and your whole attitude. And as I said, anyone can benefit from this. You don't have to have anxiety or depression, even though probably most people do. And you know, it really does give you confidence, and that confidence that you build from waking up early, you know, and communicating, you can apply that confidence in business or in any area of life, in absolutely anything, sports, training, because it's all mind, it's all mental and physical training. So that would be the first step that I'd encourage people to do, and that's what I practice, and that's what I get my clients to do. Now, if you're already a morning person and waking up isn't a problem, and socializing and being in a good mood, then you can still apply this same philosophy with other areas of your life. You know, it's basically a discipline of getting yourself to take action and to commit to living your life and doing things regardless of how you feel. Like I said, you know, there's going to be times where even things that you enjoy, you're not going to feel like doing, and that's when you've really got to work at doing things. And like I said, I think I said it on the second to last live stream, the value of being able to do things when you don't feel like it builds incredible resilience and discipline, and it really does make you appreciate yourself and people and life more. There's a real humility, and there's a real gratitude in the ability to do things when you don't feel like doing them, or you don't want to do them, and then the after effects of that are fantastic. You know, you get stronger, you get wiser. Good morning, Peter, good to see you, it's been a while. I also find as well, sorry about the noise here, can't be helped, when you can get these small things done in the morning, you've got more strength throughout the day. You know, afternoon, tea time, evening, night, in the night, because you've got that momentum. You know, you've got up early, and it makes sense, you know, why a lot of jobs start early in the morning. You know, usually when you go education, school and stuff, it starts early because it's getting you in that routine of not lying in bed or not procrastinating, and getting more things done. And as I said, it has an effect on your confidence, your mental health. and also lowering your anxiety. And it also teaches you, like I said, to be able to handle anxiety and negative thoughts and emotions. So yeah, what I find is, you know, especially for the clients that I'm mentoring as well, when you practice this for, you know, several months, a couple of months or even a few weeks, you start to see the difference. And it kind of, the confidence, as I said, goes into all areas of your life. And if you can discipline yourself to get up early and to be social and to talk more, eventually it becomes, you know, it just becomes ingrained in your personality. Especially for people, like I said, like myself, like many of you in this community that are more on the introverted side, more high levels of anxiety, probably high levels of empathy to begin with. And after practicing this for a while, you will be able to, you know, speak more, and then you enjoy your mornings more. You pretty much enjoy your life more, because you've got that first step, which affects every other step, if that makes sense. So it's simple, but it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do if you've been in a routine of not really getting up on time, or kind of staying at home for long periods of time, isolating yourself away. So that's why you've got to be obviously patient, not judge yourself, just take one step at a time, get a little bit, you know, get used to it until you can get better at it, and then it just becomes like a routine. You wake up, you don't think too much, you get out of bed, you take a shower, you have your breakfast if you eat, you communicate with the people that are around you, you leave the house, you go to work, or you work on your business, or you go to the gym. You know, it's basically committing to life, living more, rather than sort of pushing things away and kind of getting scared and not wanting to face the day. So whatever activities you've got to do, it doesn't really matter. The principle is to get up early, get out of bed, get showered and leave the house and begin your day. And you get more done as well. And I find when you get up early, you have a better sleeping routine, because if you get up early and you're going to work and you're going to the gym, you're working on your tasks, you're doing a lot throughout the day, by the time the evening comes, you're going to be tired, and you know, you're more inclined to get to sleep, get a better night's sleep. So like I said, it's crazy how mastering just a sort of simple part of the day can sort of bring everything together and help you in all areas of life. And I know this might sound like an exaggeration, but it's true. But it improves things like everything: public speaking, you know, enthusiasm, motivation, concentration, because you're sort of teaching your brain and your mind and your body to do what you want it to do, rather than just kind of giving in to your anxieties and your negative thoughts and emotions. And you'll have more positive feelings and emotions when you practice this on a consistent basis. But yeah, like I've said in the other videos, you've got to be patient, you know. You're going to get days where you're going to fail at this, and that's fine. You've got to keep going. Hopefully you lot can hear me, there's a lot of traffic here. So it's just about regrouping, you know. If you have a week where you lie in bed, then the next week start getting up, or you might have a couple of days where you get up early and you feel good, and then the next days you fall back into not getting up. Just keep going, you know. There's no failure as long as you don't give up, and you just keep going until you get it right, and then you'll get a good sleeping routine. You'll be more productive throughout the day. And all these things are all tools, they're all mindsets, they're all behavioral practices to get you from where you are to where you want to be. And none of us are perfect. You don't have to be perfect to do this routine. As you can see, I'm not perfect, none of us are. You just got to put the effort in and keep going and not give up. And when you have a bad day, accept it, move on, there's another day ahead. So for anyone, if you want to change your life, this is going to help you. If you want to get over anxiety, this morning routine will help you. If you want to get into shape, lose weight, I've used this in my own life, guys and girls, and it's helped me in every area. It's helped me when I've been unemployed to start my business and get working again. It's helped me to lose weight, get in shape. It's helped me to be better with my family, with friends, and with mentoring clients. It's helped me to change certain negative thought patterns. It's helped me to be more disciplined with my diet, because it's all about it's discipline. It's building a habit and discipline, and once you build that habit, you've got that habit and skill, and then you can put that into any area of your life, wherever you want to put it. And if you've got any questions, let me know in the box below. I'll answer them. I've got a beautiful spot here. Usually it's difficult to get spots outside. It's just a bit of noise of the traffic, but I'm trying to raise my voice so you can hear me. Hopefully everyone can hear me. So the morning routine is also part of the daily routine that I practice, that I encourage other people to design. So as I said, once you get the morning routine down, which is being able to get out of bed as soon as you can without snoozing too much, leaving the house, you can then add on, which what I love this for people, and I know it myself, my clients, you can add on your training routine, or regime. And that could just be one exercise. That can be running, swimming, boxing. Just pick one exercise that you resonate with, that you enjoy, that gives you confidence, fitness, and good mental health. And you can start to do that as a routine. For me personally, my main routine is running and boxing, and I alternate sometimes with some weight training and swimming. But the one that I predominantly do probably the most now is the running. So I have a routine that I built up over the last 2 years of running, where I don't think too much. I just make a decision. I get my trainers on, regardless if I feel awful, if I feel terrible, nervous, stressed, down, happy. I just go and do the run, and I really enjoy it. And if I don't enjoy it, I'm still grateful to do it. So that routine was built up the same way that I'm explaining how to. And also, so once you've got your morning routine down, and then you've got your workout routine, you can then have a business routine or a career routine, which is kind of what I'm doing now for my business and this platform, where you get into a routine of a certain amount of hours, maybe a couple of hours a day, maybe more, it's fine, where you work on your business. You know, you put that into your marketing, sales, customers, your clients, or your job if you're working for a company. So can you see how you can design your life in a way where you have a structure, you have a routine, you have a schedule, and you're delegating a certain amount of time each and every day to the areas of your life that are most important to you. And that practice in and of itself is a huge part of how you overcome anxiety and depression. You overcome anxiety and depression with routine. You know, a lot of it is cognitive behavioral therapy, is about challenging beliefs, and challenging and changing beliefs by changing certain thought patterns and certain behavioral patterns and habits. But yeah, you know, at the start of anything new, it always feels uncomfortable for everybody. You know, you feel uncomfortable. There's uncomfortable emotions and thoughts, but you stick with it, and eventually it becomes comfortable. It just becomes peaceful. It becomes a lot easier, and then you can move on to the next thing. So I hope that made sense for a lot of people. It's really simple, really, but it's challenging. The challenging part is doing it, is the behavioral part. But that can be achieved, like I said, just through taking one step at a time and not comparing yourself to other people, and being patient and just building up, just one day at a time. Good morning, good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. So today we're talking again, a continuation about getting over anxiety in the morning by getting out of bed as quick as you can. You know, having a shower, getting out of the house, going to work, going to the gym, or meeting friends, or going for a walk, or working on your goals, or going out for a coffee. If you notice, I do this a lot, routine, before I start my day. Yeah, I do the whole day. I explained that earlier. If you've seen some of my other videos, I cover the whole day. But at the moment, lately, I'm just kind of specialising on the morning routine. Sorry about the noise here, guys. A lot of traffic. Can't really help that. But the morning sets up the day. So if you get discipline in the morning, it will be easier to do it throughout the day, if that makes sense. So just give me a few seconds, guys. There's a van here. It's making quite a lot of noise. I don't know if you can hear me. Any more questions? And you can follow me on Instagram, guys. You can see some of my routine, all the running clips. Every time I run, I put a clip up to motivate people. I also got a lot of my diet plans up there that you can copy, very simple healthy eating plans, some short videos, client testimonials, things that can keep me motivated on Instagram. And I've posted them as well on this YouTube channel, boxing clips, running, just to kind of give you motivation, visual motivation. Yeah, journaling's great. You can do that any time of the day. It's really good in the morning as well. Can you guys and girls hear me all right? I'm hoping that you can hear the sound. I'm trying to shout a bit. Yeah, in regards to coffee, yeah, I think you're right. If you've got high levels of anxiety, then maybe it's best to bring the coffee down or mix it up, drink some mint tea or ginger tea. But it depends, everyone's different. You know, I can have a coffee sometimes and it doesn't give me anxiety, but other times if I have too much, it can give you anxiety. So I think it depends on the person. So like I said, you know, with the daily routine, you can be flexible with it. Obviously, you can adjust it to obviously what works for you, but the principle's the same. You know, getting up in the morning, having a routine, and that routine continues throughout the day. Obviously, it doesn't just stop in the morning, but what I try to explain is for people, if they can just focus on getting better in the mornings with getting up early, showering, and trying to communicate more with themselves and with other people, that's going to build a lot of confidence already. That's going to be a good foundation. Once you've got that, then you can build on other things, you know. Then you've got a chance at achieving goals, for example, like building your own business or getting the right relationship, making friends. Do you understand what I mean? Whereas if someone is really struggling and I try and get them to do everything, probably it's going to be too overwhelming. Obviously for someone who's in a better place, it won't be. So I'm really speaking to people that are struggling, well, to everybody, but especially people that are really struggling to get out of the house, because I know what it's like. I've been there myself. It happens to many people, especially men, where they're isolated. So this morning routine can be it can be really life-changing. Especially the social aspect. I mean, how many of you, let me know, find it difficult to be social in the morning? I did, and sometimes I do. I had to train, I had to work at communicating more. It wasn't natural for me until it became more natural, you know, because I'd wake up most mornings, this is years ago, and just feel very tired, very stressed, a bit moody, and not really able to communicate with people. And the communication puts you in a good mood. Like if you wake up, let's say you wake up in the morning, if you're living with someone, your partner, or you're sharing with friends, or you live with your family, or whatever the case may be, I find if you can have a conversation in the morning as quick as you can, even a good conversation, it can change your whole mood. Conversations do that, and especially when you're being positive to someone. So if you go into your local coffee shop in your area, wherever that is, you get to know the people in there, you know, you ask them how their day is, or sometimes, I know we don't always have time to have long conversations, but sometimes you do. You feel better after. You know, I feel better. If I'm staying at my mum's, I get up and I have a chat with my brother or my mum before work, or my dad. You leave and you're in a better mood, because the conversation, it distracts you from your negative thinking, and it changes your emotions when you've got that connection. Yeah, I definitely do. Yes, because as I said, everyone's different, but a lot of people struggle in the morning. So if you can get good in the morning, you can be good all throughout the day. Feel tired in the morning, so getting up early would be a big achievement for you. It'd be something that could really change every area of your life. And we're also stressing the practice of habit changing. You know, a lot of us, again, not judging, all of us get stuck in patterns, and sometimes we don't I mean, we know we're in them, but we don't realize how strong we are in a pattern, and we don't realize that we can change it, that we got the strength to do it. It's just going to take some time, some effort, patience, and work and support. And changing that habit could change everything in our life, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, in the night. It really can make the difference. So another tip I'd stress, just to help people, it's all about doing simple things. Like all the things we're saying are not rocket science, like we said. Journaling, you know, going to work, socializing. Oh, there's a bee there. Don't sting me, it's not the right time. Exercising, you know, simple things. Being positive towards other people, cleaning, you know, working on your shadow box. So simple things that are done consistently, you know, have a profound effect on your entire life. Any questions? I can go for a few more minutes. Another thing that you can do as well, I get clients to do this, I'm doing at the moment. You can write down the list of things that you want to get done in your life. It could be daily and it could be long term, and start to work off that list. Even if there's things that you're too scared to do or you're not ready, write them down and work up towards it. The things that are too scary and big to do, you can do smaller things. So if you've got big fears, little fears, or big goals, little goals, work on the little fears first, so you can get some confidence and courage and understanding. And over time, as you build more tolerance and strength, then you can work on the bigger goals and fears. Yeah, I find with all this habit, thank you. I find with all the habit building stuff, you don't see the results straight away. You don't feel the results, but you have to trust the process and stick to it, and it will kick in. I can't say exact time, but let me just give an example. Can you give an example? I'd say after, 30 days or maybe a couple of months, you will start to feel the difference. You will feel that you are stronger, more confident, more relaxed, and more disciplined. So, like I said earlier, don't just see the morning routine as, oh, it's just the morning. This is a practice of discipline. So yes, you're getting good at getting up in the morning and being productive, but you're learning the skill to be disciplined at any time of the day in pretty much any area of life. And you can be flexible as well. Something that I like that Bruce Lee used to do, and I apply it. Bruce Lee would try different routines and see what worked, see what sort of effect it would have. So when if you're already good in the mornings anyway, then try a different time of the day. Go to areas where you lack discipline. For example, some people might lack discipline in exercising. So challenge yourself, don't overthink, just go out, put your trainers on and go for a run in the park, go for a slow run. That would be success. It's really focusing on small changes, and you can make small changes each and every day. So just another example of benefits from this, even things like, if you've got a YouTube channel or you've got a business and you're scared to start or you don't have the discipline, you can do something similar to what I'm doing. Start off by do a 30-minute live stream every day, every morning or every evening. Get into the habit of doing something daily, and before you know it, if you do something every day, after a month, you've put in a lot of work, a lot of progress. Imagine after 3 months or 6 months doing something every day, or even doing something 3-4 times a week over the long haul. You're going to see massive changes. So I know all of you are really smart and intelligent. Hopefully you'll get my point that I'm encouraging people to get up in early in the morning. It's good for mental health. You get more out of the day. You're not isolated, but it also teaches you how to build positive habits. Like I said, like CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. How to change. If you want to change your life, if you want to change your life, overcome fears, build confidence, overcome self-doubt. These are all the habits that you've got to build and practice, and it should be in your best interest. As I keep saying, which is a good practice, it's not about going by your emotions. You can't, of course we have emotions, but with this practice, you can't go by your emotions. You've got to go really by your vow. You've got to be disciplined and commit to what you said you're going to do. Because if you go by emotions, then you won't get out of bed because you won't feel like it. I think it's great personally. I think, again, it depends on the person. I fast in the morning. I have a coffee, but I don't eat in the mornings anyway. I don't eat mostly throughout the day. So I've been intermittent fasting for a long time. I'm glad you brought that up. I probably will speak on the channel about that. I've got a lot of benefits doing fasting, and that's something that I will touch on. But I don't think, fasting's not something that people have to do, but I found it to be beneficial, and each to their own. But I would recommend people trying it. Especially if they want to lose weight or be more disciplined and improve mental health, spiritual strength, all that kind of stuff. It does work. again, it's a discipline. It's being able to stop yourself from eating too much, or be able to hold out, you know, for a longer period of time. Yeah, it does. It's been proven scientifically, and I can speak from experience. I don't know how long you've been doing it, Ice, but I've been doing it now for a couple of years, and I've got great benefits. Actually, it's one of the main foundations of how I lost weight and continued, you know, more consistent, healthy eating. So yeah, fasting can be part of your daily routine. Can you not hear me all right? I just want to make sure how the sound is. I don't know what it's like. Probably got about another 5 or 10 minutes before this battery runs out. So any more questions, go for it, guys and girls. But yeah, that was the main thing that I wanted to stress today. I wanted to get at least 30 minutes in today. Usually I do longer, but I've got to go to, I've got my therapy session today and some things to do. That's another thing that I spoke about. I think it was it yesterday or the day before? You don't have to spend hours every day of practicing discipline. I mean, you can, but for people that are starting out, just do an hour a day. I sleep around 7 hours. It used to be 8. It's a little bit less these days, but seven is enough. 7.5, sometimes 8. Occasionally, when I have a busy day and I do a 2-hour run in business and clients, I might have an 8.5, 9, which is really good. But most days I get about 7-ish. Yeah. Do you know what, guys? I'll call it. I'm going to leave it now because the battery's going to run out. I need a little bit of battery to use my phone. But yeah, I aim to do a quick 30 minutes today. Really pleased that I've done it. And that's it, guys and girls. I continue with the streams, with the videos, and you know, with the daily routine, daily discipline. As always, if anyone wants to book a mentoring session, I do mentoring online. If you need help and support to overcome anxiety, build confidence and change your life, build discipline. And you know, more events coming up, more streams, more YouTube videos. Any questions, you can let me know in the box below. So yeah, good luck for today, guys and girls, and just keep building daily. Remember, this is a daily thing, so it's just one day at a time. And I've said before, it's also good to have other things in your life that you're focusing on. You don't just want to make your whole life an obsession of discipline. It's important to have it, but it's also important to enjoy your life as well. So I'll speak to all of you soon, all right? Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate the support. Have a great day, man.